Hey, what's up you guys? Hope you guys are doing amazing. So I wanted to do this IGTV video to share more with you on how to read nutritional labels. I did a poll not so long ago and many of you said, please do a video and share more because I need help. So I definitely wanted to do this because I know at one point I used to look at nutritional labels and I used to be so freaking lost. I'm like, what does this all mean? And literally I would read the stuff and then I would see, oh, it has 15 grams of protein, but I wouldn't look at the serving sizes, the carbs, the fats, all those little things. So today I'm gonna share how you can read the labels and just feel better about your food choices and just know that you can still enjoy the things that you like as long as you're measuring it out, as long as you know exactly how much of it you're having. So number one thing that I want to go ahead and recommend that you get is a food scale. So having a food scale is really going to help you with weighing things out, and I'm going to show you guys for example, what are some things that need to get weighed out so that you know exactly how much it is that you're having. Second is going to be these measuring cups, and I believe we got these at Target. So you can find these at Target, and literally it's like 1/4 of a cup, 1/3 of a cup, half a cup, and 1 cup. And then next is also going to be measuring spoons. So 1 tablespoon, half a tablespoon, etc., etc. There you go. So why this is going to be beneficial is because when you're reading the labels, it tells you, for example, okay, I'm going to bring out this pasta. Protein pasta. Now for me, I would look at this in the past and I'd be like, protein pasta, this is healthy. I can have as much as I want because it's healthy. Well, no, not quite. Yes, it has protein, right? But for instance, for this, when you're doing a serving size of 2 ounces, so that's why you need a food scale so you know exactly how much it is that you're having, right? You put this thing down, you put a plate, and then you pour 2 ounces onto there, and then when you're doing that, it's gonna tell you, for instance, so if you do the serving size, you're having 190 calories, right? 10 grams of protein, and 39 grams of carbs. So if you go over that, right, if you do double the portion, then you're gonna go ahead and pack on lots and lots of carbs, right? So just because something says protein, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's everything that it has. And so every time you're looking at the nutritional labels here, it's gonna tell you the serving size. Next thing, what goes well with our pasta? A sauce. So this right here is a Alfredo creamy light sauce, okay? And on this one, it's 1/4 of a serving. So for this one, I would go and get my 1/4 of a cup, which is right here. So this is how much the serving size for this pasta is. And so for this, you're gonna be getting 3 grams of fat, which is good because it's low. You're also gonna be getting 3 grams of carbs and 1 gram of protein for this much. So this is 1 serving of this. A lot of the times, I don't know about you, but before I used to go heavy-handed with this sauce or with any sauce, and then again, that's how we end up packing lots of calories because 1 serving is 40 calories. And then the next thing, let's see, I got rice, okay? So this also we cook, and then when you're about to serve yourself, you're gonna go ahead and do 1/4 of a cup. So I don't know about you guys, but when I used to serve myself rice, it would be like this much. If you do this much, you're like exceeding the portion size that is here, right? And for example, if you're trying to reach certain goals inside of your weight loss, inside of your muscle tone, then these are things that you want to go ahead and pay attention to, right? Carbs are good, but everything in moderation, right? Just like anything. It's all moderation, it's all about balance, and the more that you learn how to be balanced, the more that you're able to live a healthy, active lifestyle because you're not cutting all these crazy things, you're still having the things that you like, but you're being aware, like with your food labels and things like that. And so for this one, 1/4 of a cup is 36 grams of carbs and 160 calories. So again, these are just things to pay attention to. Same thing with tortillas. These are the ones that I like to to get, I like to get corn, but then I also like to alternate into flour. 2 of these is the serving size. You get 21 grams of carbs, okay? For the flour, same thing. This is actually 1 tortilla and you get 16 grams of carbs. So this one was 21. So you can have 2 of these, you can have 1 of these, or you can do 2. It's not too bad because then you just add up 16 and 16, and then you get how many carbs you're having with 2 tortillas. And then last but not least, I'll share these because I post these in my story. So these Beyond Burgers are freaking amazing, right? And again, 20 grams of protein. And I would see this, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can have 2 burgers. And not quite. Why? Because yes, it has 20 grams of protein, right? But one single patty has 250 calories, okay? So for instance, if you're in a place where you're trying to lose weight and you're in a calorie deficit, 250 calories for one. If you do 2, that's 500 calories, right? And I'm not gonna go into the deficits and things like that as far as like how much you should be eating. Like that's a more one-on-one type of coaching, right? But if you have 2 of these, that would be 500 calories. So again, it all is based on your goals. So one has 20 grams of protein, but also what's really high in this, not too high, but it is, right? Again, moderation and balance, and it just depends on where you are with your goals. One patty has 18 grams of fats, and so it has 3 grams of carbs. So the protein is great. The fats are all right. You know, I wouldn't have 2 of these like in a day. Why? Because then I feel like I'll burn through my food for the day really, really quick, and then I'd be like, okay, what am I gonna have, right? So for me currently right now, I am like in a deficit, which means that I am leaning. And then of course I incorporate my Herbalife products because why? They're low in calories and they're high in nutrition. So they have great protein, they have good fats, and they have good carbs, but most importantly, they have great micronutrients. So I hope that this video helps you and that you learn something, and that when you look at the labels, you don't feel confused, you don't feel like, what the heck am I reading? And I'm telling you guys, when you get these things, it's really gonna help you, because now you know exactly how much it is that you're having versus just eyeing stuff, especially like with pasta. When I put 2 ounces on this plate, it looks small, but then once it's cooked and it expands, it looks like a lot more. And it's so easy, again, for us to go over the servings, right? And then do that all throughout our day and then say, hey, why am I not getting results? Why am I like stuck? A lot of the times there could be a lot of hidden calories in certain things. And another key thing to look at is your dressings. I don't have any dressings in my fridge because I don't really use dressings. However, I do use oil. And another thing that you want to look at, especially when you're cooking, right? Because I was telling you, it's so easy to like have all of these calories just go ahead and add on if we're not being aware of these things, right? So for instance, if you look at this oil spray, it's an avocado spray, but if you look at the back, there's 0 calories in it, and there's all these percentages are 0. So meaning that whenever I'm using to cook this, I'm not adding any extra calories to my food, okay? However, let's say I were to use this extra virgin olive oil, then I am gonna add some calories, because this one has 120 calories for 1 tablespoon, which is this much. So that's how many calories this has. So a lot of the times, again, if we're not measuring things out, our hand can get a little bit heavy, right? And we could pour on a little bit more to our food, and then we're adding extra calories, and maybe we don't want to add those extra calories. And so even when you're looking at your oils that you cook with, look at the back and you will find a lot of zeros, cooking sprays that you can use that are going to be a better alternative, so that instead of having your calories in oil, right, you can actually have some avocado and have those healthy fats. So hope this video helped you guys. If you have any questions, type them in the comments. And then also let me know what are some more things that you guys would like me to share with you guys. And I'm excited to do more IGTVs and give you guys some of the things that have helped me inside of my journey. And I hope you learned from this and that you take these tips into effect and that they help you with your healthy lifestyle goals.